Good morning, friends. As we were ending yesterday, Deb and I were talking a little bit more about the fact that, feeling good now, like you make that choice and maybe it wasn't the best choice, or maybe it was. And so that's the whole thing. So does it feel good now? And will it feel good tomorrow morning? Or will it feel good now? You're going to really enjoy it. And tomorrow morning, you're going to beat yourself up because you didn't. First of all, maybe you don't feel well because you ate poorly, or maybe it's up here and you're going, darn it, I had planned to do that. I had, everything in my head about what I was going to do, and then I got there and the temptation got the better of me, and now I don't feel well, and now I'm beating myself up over it, which we did talk about a little bit. The beating yourself up, try to get away from that as quickly as possible. Because it's just not productive. Sometimes, I guess, though, I feel like it can be a little bit if I can get myself to remember it. So I'm going to remember now how I felt today so that I don't make this choice again and feel this way again. So if you're going to use it in a productive way, as a way to try to remember to make the better choice the next time so that you don't feel this way again, that's fine. But when we sit and just beat ourselves up and wallow in it, it's just not productive, and it's not helpful. So forgive yourself and move on.
Yeah, because then I feel like then we can get in another spiral. We're like, well, I blew it anyway. I always blow it, blah, 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 blah. And we just keep spiraling down instead of going, what do I learn from it? What do I want to do differently the next? Like anything that we fail at. What did I learn? What do I want to do differently? It is hard when we have that plan and we get with friends maybe, and everybody's having French fries and cake, and we're like, we're having our salad, and but it is that kind of, how am I going to feel in the morning, depending on what choice I made. Or sometimes we let ourselves get really hungry, and then all of our good intentions go out the window. And what are we going to do in those times? What are we going to rely on? Because it's not going to be willpower. It's just not. So whatever that is for you, I mean, Lisa talks about that quite a bit. For her, she would just go back to scripture and go back to, and for a while, she's like, why me? Like, why can my friends eat, all this crap and they're skinny? And I look at it and I gain weight. And she said she didn't realize that maybe that God created her that way so that she did work on her inner self. Because if everything was easy and she didn't rely on God, then she, what does she need him for? And he wants us to need him. He wants us to rely on him. So I like that. I thought that was cool. Like, he created us in a certain way for a variety of reasons. And for her, because food is a temptation, every time she sees food, she's relying on her spiritual walk. So I like that. But our best
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, our best laid plans can sometimes fly out the window if we're not really, really, really intentional and take that. I think it's the pause.
Yeah.
Where, just think about it for a second. I'm not always good at the pause. I jump in and go, I want the fries too. So.
Yeah, well, we want that immediate gratification. I mean, it's who we are, and so much of our world at this point, we can have that. We can have the immediate gratification, and so when we're the ones taking the pause, sometimes it's like, why? Like other people will look too, and they'll be like, you really thought about that. What I started to think about when you said about the skinny, we talked before that, skinny doesn't necessarily equal healthy. So we need to remember that too when we see our skinny friends who are eating all kinds of crazy.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Dr. Hyman talks about that too, but that's another video. But yeah, you're right. That is not an indication that we're healthy because we're thin. So
yeah. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.